watch with history only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. This. The Observer. History only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only, who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. The Observer.
Girls, as much as you can say that I give that sometimes, maybe I do, but I could see the behaviour, and Faye felt the time she saw you that you humiliated her. So obviously I'm going to support her with that. Does that make sense? I'm not saying she's perfect.
I understand where you're coming from. However, if you're not there in person to witness any event, you can
No, 100, and I agree. But when you both joined my live, as I said, I felt like both of you were being a little bit shady towards her. So,
however, you can come for me all you want to. It's one thing, but coming for my best friend, my trans daughter, and call her a fat, ugly beast, I think is a bit, too far of a reach.
Who said that?
Faye called Willow a fat.
I know, but I don't mean to be rude. Obviously, we can all sit there and be victim, but we all give as good as we get, and that's the reality of it,
victim.
No, but even with your friend, I saw her. She's not.
Willow was never acting victim at all.
I know, but she has been vicious to people as well, So it's just, I feel like, obviously, I've come to a point now, I don't know if you all know, I had a massive argument with Kai and Kaz on live, and I got my account actually.
This, by the way, so you're all aware.
I got my, I did, but the truth of it is that really scared me, because if I lose this account again, I will, I'll never come back on here. There's no point, So I don't want to be in the drama with people. I'm aware that some of the things I've done in the past, even with you, Jen, they were really wrong, and I do apologise. But the difference is with...
Hang on, what were you apologising for?
For what I said to you.
Okay, no, listen, babe, I'm sure you've got screen recordings of me saying it didn't affect me in the slightest, surely.
No, honestly, and whether it affected you or not, it doesn't excuse my behaviour,
I appreciate that.
So
Sean,
I know my own.
I love watching Sean.
Who is Sean?
Hate him.
Oh, he's so fucking hilarious. Do you hate him?
See, if I ever see him in real life, coming in trolling me when he was off his face about 6 months ago, and then when I went back into his live, he made out that he had been in my life. No, let him up if you want. I'll tell her about herself.
Sean, are you going to drop me a follow?
Right, alright, Savannah.
Right, because I'm in Manchester, right, and I like to drink lots of alcohol, right, and I just don't do this, right, and I go in and troll people, right.
Let him talk.
I'm not going off at you, right, literally. Why are you literally, running your mouth? Literally, right, I saw you, right, you literally did a video about 2 days ago, right, this is my new voice, but yeah, you're back to your new voice, alright.
I don't mean to rude, Sean, I've literally
Make your mind up what you're doing, mate.
But hang on, I've literally just said, no digging at each other, whether it's how
because you ain't doing that new voice though, are you? So
I literally come on here and explain.
She came in here and said that she was training a voice, but because it's a serious situation, she wanted to speak on it.
And to be fair with you, training your voice is actually really difficult. Sitting there talking really high pitch for ages, it gets tiring. So I haven't been.
Savannah.
Go on.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
This is the same as it's always been. People always said to me, I'm nearly 58, so people always said to me back in the day, have you got a deep voice? I'm like, have I? I didn't realise I have. I didn't know. The voice is a bit manly. I'm like, well, what does that even mean? They're trying to dig at people.
I personally have dysphoria over my voice in my day-to-day life. So that's the only reason why I'm doing it. But if I'm honest with you, it's 7 a.m. and I'm practicing at the moment. I don't do it full-time because it's not easy.
Fair enough, that's all I did is that I just asked you.
Okay, darling, you're a bit drunk anyway. I'm not bothered.
What I mean. I didn't mean to do you know what I mean? Why do I deserve to get kicked out of a box or whatever, right?
Okay,
that's what I did, is just ask you a question, Savannah. Do you know what I mean? But I
Okay,
just
yeah, I get it.
You were having a go at her, Sean. Don't be too
You were
two-faced coming back.
publicly
You don't know what you're saying,
disrespecting her, Sean.
mate.
Don't act like you weren't.
what do you
You just
mean?
came up and had a go at her,
You
mate.
came up and
What are
you
you talking
came up
about?
with half a question because you'd only heard half a sentence about her when she openly acknowledged exactly what she was up there for and why she was talking like she was.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
yeah,
chose to come up. Shut the fuck up, you pisshead. You just chose to come up.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
and destroy
you know what I
somebody
mean?
for
You're
no
coming for
reason.
me. Or you're
Get
coming
to
for me.
fuck.
Well,
Mate, every year we
You're
know.
going to sit there and judge somebody on their voice went right, literally.
Sean, put your camera on, please. Sean, put your camera on, please.
Please don't.
No, I want him to put his camera on. I've got a word of advice of you from an elder here.
what?
Can I give you a word of advice? Can you just 1 second calm down? Can I give you a word of advice, please? And take it or leave it. If you carry on the way you're going in your life, in 6 months you'll be dead.
Bastards can fucking screen record
You
me.
will be in a box. If you carry on with this, you will be in a box.
I couldn't give a toss, mate.
Okay, well, great. Then you heard it here, folks. He doesn't care. So when he is in a box, don't mourn him because he doesn't care. Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Come on.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? You're coming for me. Or you're
Get
coming
to
for
fuck.
me.
Well,
Mate, every year we know.
You're going to sit there and judge somebody on their voice went right, literally.
Sean, put your camera on, please. Sean, put your camera on, please.
Please don't.
No, I want him to put his camera on. I've got a word of advice of you from an elder here.
what?
Can I give you a word of advice? Can you just 1 second calm down? Can I give you a word of advice, please? And take it or leave it. If you carry on the way you're going in your life, in 6 months you'll be dead.
Bastards can fucking screen record
You
me.
will be in a box. If you carry on with this, you will be in a box.
I couldn't give a toss, mate.
Okay, well, great. Then you heard it here, folks. He doesn't care. So when he is in a box, don't mourn him because he doesn't care. Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Oh, sure. How do you know me?
Because I've seen you in all sorts of shenanigans on the FYP these days.
Hello, babes. That's me.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Keep my mouth shut.
You don't have to keep your mouth shut. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to just be careful of what battles you go into with other people's beef and stuff. Just be careful. If it's really nothing to do with you, just stay out of it and watch it with some popcorn. Because what will happen, Will, and I've seen it, they'll both turn on you. They'll forget their beef and they'll turn on you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So that's just my one piece of advice. That's it.
I didn't mute
Nice
you
to
for
meet
any
you.
malicious intent. I just wanted to get a word in edgeways. I'm saying.
I wasn't
Oh, House
talking
of
anyway, it's fine.
DeVille. I'm going to follow you.
My name's Natasha, by the way, so...
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry about that, Abby. I didn't mean to be so aggressive with that.
Hello,
but
Abby
that
Jane.
person gets on my wick as quick as many others.
Sean, can you see every single box is full? Shelley is her friend, Bailey is her friend.
Sean, I'm not
Tasha
gonna lie,
and
but-
Jen is one of my best friends.
What's going on, guys?
Can I? There's nothing really going on, but I just wanted to come on here and say, obviously, from past experiences, I've come to the realization that, I'm saying past experiences like I'm wise, but anyway, I feel like on here, when you're arguing with people, it is literally what most people want. If I'm honest with you, if I'm sat at home on a Friday with a cup of tea in my hand and there's people screaming on a live, I love it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like there's just no point
But don't get involved
disliking
in it, Savannah.
No, but the problem is sometimes I start it myself, and I do get involved, and I can admit I get involved with obviously the Faye situation, but Faye's always been there for me. Faye and me have a friendship off this app, and recently when she was made homeless, I saw a lot of people going for her, and I just felt like it was vicious.
Well, what do
Like,
you
we
think
all have
about being a
opinions.
racist, Savannah?
Well, I don't condone that, but
You don't?
the only thing I would say about Faye is when she does a wrongdoing, she's always by herself. Do you understand?
Okay. So
And
what
that's the thing I rate about her.
Okay, so what do you feel about her? How long have you known her, by the way?
A year.
Oh,
I
okay.
just put
So
this
what do you feel
Jason,
about her body shaming people on Grindr and other dolls and calling them ugly and filtered and sluts and
Yeah, but can I be honest with you?
yeah?
Sam,
I'm just being brutally honest. We all do it.
Guys, I
Well, I
think
know, I'm sorry, Sam.
and
We
maybe-
don't all publicly
maybe-
do it.
okay,
We don't
well, maybe
all
some of
publicly
you
do
don't.
it like she does.
Maybe publicly no, but we all do it behind closed doors. We've all got
Okay,
comments
But that
about
in the privacy of your own home, that's absolutely
Can
fine.
I say one thing to Savannah? Babe, that's exactly my point. Behind closed doors, we can call each other whatever we want and stuff like that. But can I give you another piece of advice? Because you seem like a lovely young lady, and I get the thing with the voice. If it's something that you have dysphoria, do something about it. I absolutely agree. But what I'm
Okay,
trying to
I'm
say
just
is,
gonna
you know what annoys people the most? When you ignore them.
Okay,
Yeah, it's never been about what other people say. I don't actually really care what other people say. It's more for my own self.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Obviously, it probably stems from what other people say, but over time, it's just become my own issue.
Well,
you know?
I have a mantra that, what people think about me is none of my business.
Right, so Abby, what was you saying?
I was just going to say, Jason, who was in the comments, how is Jamie a clout chaser? He has more followers than me. I sit on 1,000 followers, make shitty little 15-second TikToks. This is the most people I've ever had in my life. Ever.
Well, I'm here because I know Bailey, and I love Bailey to bits. And
Sorry, can I just say as well, the thing is, right, with TikTok, obviously, no one knows me, and I'm quite happy no one knows me. If you all want to know me, it's £60 a month, go find out. Secondly, the thing is, right, Sav, obviously, yes, you was being described and I shouted your name out. I'm not going to say that I didn't.
I'm not going to have that in my. I'm not going to have that in my chat. Jamie, don't accuse Jamie of being anything. He's
I wouldn't
not
respond to
with
the
false
comments.
accusations.
I've just got a really big gob. So if someone's describing you, I'll just say that they were talking about you. I'm not bothered about that. However, the fact is, every single one of us in these boxes all have our own lives. So what goes on in our own lives outside of these boxes is completely different to how you all see us. So for you, Jason, coming for Jamie because you're one of Sav's followers, that's fine. But you don't actually know what Jamie's been through. Just like, obviously, I don't know, Bailey, you don't know what Shay's been through. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, you're all coming for each other and you're all chatting shit when we're not actually these people that you're trying to make us out to be. Does that make sense? Did that make good sense there?
yeah.
Morning, Abby Jane.
You only see a little snippet of all these lives and lives on live.
I don't even come live. I only ever come live when Jen's in my box. This is the only time because I get major anxiety.
No, she's so...
So I'm proud of every single one of you for ever going live on your own.
I feel like the truth
Sean,
of it
you're
is
not
that-
coming in the box because all you've done is run your fucking mouth and I don't like it. Shut up and sit in my comment.
No,
So, Sav, seeing as you apologise, is like our beat sorted now?
sorry.
Is our beat sorted now?
There was never ever, honestly, as soon as that situation happened, I noticed straight away what I'd done. So there was never ever an issue. I always said to my people, do you know what I've just done is disgusting? And I knew it. Obviously, in that situation, I felt guilty. No matter whether you said it bothered you or not, I couldn't, it didn't change the fact of how I felt. With other people, obviously, it's escalated more. But with you, that happened. I was to blame, and it was done. So there was
Kettle's
never
on. Does
been.
anybody want a coffee?
Yes, please.
Yeah, black two sugars.
Honestly,
Bailey,
Sav,
just
I'm
Why want to be
honest,
black?
if I'm honest, Sav, I'm really good at psychology, and I kind of purposely wound you up because you were coming at me for something I felt like you didn't know the full story of it. So when you was talking, I would smile instead of like coming at you with insults or anything. I would purposely smile.
Yeah, it just felt, obviously, as I say, it did feel a little bit patronising at the time. And the only thing that upset me was, obviously, when I was talking to you, you invited someone else into the live that you knew I didn't want there. So it was almost like...
I follow you all. Have I upset any of you? Because I don't know if I have. I don't think I have.
No.
I upset you, DeVille. I upset you once, Mr. Bill, and I regretted that instantly. Other than that, no.
It's all in the dust, darling.
I think you caught me out on a live the night before under my what I determined as my troll account, which I'm not a particularly mean troll. I'm not good at that troll, and I openly admitted it in your live, and you went, "Oh, so you're a troll, are you? Bye then."
Bye.
And I was like, "No, wait, I didn't mean to." And it was too late. You'd gone.
Ladies and some gentlemen in the box, one gentleman I see, which would be Jamie. I've been on here nearly 5 years, and you've never seen me in any boxes. You've never seen me in any drama. Apart from
this is the first time I've seen you in a box.
I deal by shutting it down. If somebody says anything in my comments, you know what I say to them? Stranger on the internet, bye, block, mute, gone. I don't engage with anything. Abby knows this about me. I don't engage with this rubbish.
Can I?
Because the only engagement that I've ever saw from you, Natasha, is when Elizabeth threatened to
Well, very short. A lot of people don't actually know why I did that. It was a year before. Previously, I went onto their Instagram because I saw that they were asking people for money for their transition and stuff like that. And I thought, you're not doing anything about it, and yet you know you're sleeping around and da da da. You can't be that dysphoric. So I got in the box at 7 a.m. on Instagram. Started to tell her about herself. I'm only saying her to be polite. Started to tell her about herself, and then when I said I don't think you're genuinely trans, and I'm saying that, I hold my hands up. I did say it. And then when they hung up, they were like, "If I ever see you in real life, I'll in the face. I'll show you what time of day it is."
So
all that
you
stuff.
went to find them?
And I thought, no, I didn't go to find them. I thought, oh, okay, great. So there I am in the VIP section, drinking some champagne or Prosecco on a lovely summer's bright day, talking to my firstborn house daughter. We were there having a drink. And I'm just like, and I just turned around and I just went, oh, there she is. Let's see if she's going to go through with it, shall we? And that's why I went over and I never raised my hand. When I said, you said you were going to punch me in the face, come and do it, there's my face. Well, you saw what happened. That's why I did that. And I wasn't going to put hands on anybody. Do you know what I mean? I haven't put hands on anybody, and it's only ever been in self-defense for about 15 years.
Oh my God, Sean, take your annoying voice, your annoying face, and your annoying attention-seeking away.
Sean, do yourself a favour, darling.
Honestly, Sean, there are bricks in this community that shouldn't be called out, but you would be one that would be.
Oh, look at that. Sean got muted. So
can I ask a genuine, like, from the bottom of my heart without sounding rude?
Yeah. Who are you going to ask a question to?
Right, I'm going to ask it to all the dolls that are in here because you can all give me, like, some form of answer. So So obviously, I know if I look at Abby, I think, oh my God, Abby's got perfect eyes. And if I look at Em, I think, oh my God, Em's got perfect melons. Do you know what I mean? Do you all look at each other and see like, oh, I think she's got better features than what I do? And like, does it make you feel just as bad as it makes me feel looking at Abby and Em's?
Can I jump in first and say I compare myself to everybody. I compare myself to everybody, whether that's a fellow trans doll, whether that's a trans person, whether that's so I don't intentionally judge anybody, and I would never ever openly be disrespectful to somebody to their face. However, I do make comparisons between myself and other people in the comfort of my own head, which is not comfortable, but yeah, that's my answer.
Like even me, sorry, I know I've just asked a question, I'm butting in. Obviously, so I was born as a female, but I get jealous of Jamie. Like I see the way that Jamie's tan pops up, and I'm like, oh my God, I've just tanned.
No, don't comment on the tan.
I'm going to speak to you about your tan in a minute, young sir. I've got the absolute solution. Look how brown I am.
You should have seen me trying to talk.
Can I just clarify? I've seen it twice in the comments now. Jamie, can we get your pronouns, please?
He had.
Thank you. Sorry, I've just seen it twice in the comments. Somebody referring to you as female, and they were saying that you are female.
So basically, I get trolls on my live being like, "Are you trans?" And I'm like, "No." And then they ask me what my pronouns are. So every day it's like a fridge freezer, a toaster.
I don't normally do that myself, but for the sake of.
So can I answer the question for Shell? And you're going to say, you would say that because, you know, whatever. I've learned very young age. I never ever, if I look at, like when I see Bailey, I'm like, oh, yeah, she's stunning. I look at everybody and see something lovely. If somebody, I've never thought, oh, they're prettier than me, because I don't rate myself pretty or not pretty. I'm just me. I'm just who I am. But I've never ever look at people and think, oh God, I'm jealous of that, or I wish I had this, because I'm quite content of what I've got. And I think that comes with age.
I'm just going to address something as well. Jamie was transphobic. Jamie has apologised for it. That is nothing to do with my life.
Everybody's a bit transphobic at some point in their life. Everybody's a bit homophobic in their life. Everyone's a bit racist in their life.
Well, they're not, Jennifer. They shouldn't be.
I don't need my fucking mod for myself.
It was though. It was extremely.
No, when you just said, I think everybody maybe speak yourself on that, but please.
That was me. That was me that
said
sorry,
that. Was it Abby?
Yeah,
sorry,
that was me that said that.
Well, Abby, speak for yourself, please, because not everybody's a bit this or a bit that. I've never been T-phobic, H-phobic, Islamophobic.
Right, when I'm saying this,
like that.
This is personal. I would never.
I said everybody. So please
No,
don't.
sorry. I meant. I would. This is in the comfort of
Fantastic.
my own head and my own house.
Perfect.
This is not in the public eye. That's what I meant. I would never
Sorry,
do it
Jennifer,
publicly.
but-
Right, Sean, what conversation
But, like-
have you had with your family? I really don't care, mate. It ain't my
But,
life.
like,
It ain't my
guys, as much as like I know I've slipped up on the air and everything, I am trying to change. Because
You know what? I will. You know what, Jamie? I'll resonate with you. I don't mean to interrupt, but when I've got something in my head, I need to say it. Otherwise, it gets missing, and then I come back up with it like an hour later.
Can I ask a question or say something? Can you mute and block Millen?
Abby, just turn the comments off and refresh them in like 5 minutes.
Is that which Millen is this, Bailey?
The Millen on the app.
It's the main Milan on TikTok. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that now for you, Bailey.
Yeah. Can I give you ladies and Jamie a piece of advice about all these people on TikTok? You know,
Bailey,
all
I've
the
muted and
people that are
blocked you.
involved in everything. Don't ever engage with them in any way, shape, or form on a live stream, in the comments. If they come in your live, block. Don't, and then then none of that thing comes around you, because I'm sat in this spot. I never get inboxes, so this is a big thing for me. So I'm kind of the voice of reason because of my age, and I'm going to pull that card out every single time in the community. It's just, you know, we're all having a nice conversation. When you see somebody say something in the comments, just say to the host, can you mute or block that person, please? Don't say their comment. Don't read it out. Just ask the host if they'll read the comment themselves, and if they want to do it, they'll do it. Which, you know, if that was asked of me, I would do it. And then when you do that, you take every single bit of oxygen you've got away from them.
I've just
I mean, he didn't even comment anything rude.
Thank you.
I don't know.
But Bailey, no, and I get that, Bailey, but you're speaking from experience. I don't know Millen. I don't know who this person is. So you're speaking obviously from experience. So you've got, you know why you're saying, not just pulling it out of thin air. But girls and Jamie, just when somebody makes a comment in the comments that's against you or anybody else, don't read it out. Don't react to it. Just have it muted and blocked and ignore it.
Like, that's what I find.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense, but
It's difficult to do at
I
first.
find it really difficult on my live streams.
Get used to it, Jamie. Just do it, and you'll see how much cleaner it is.
Can I just respond to Sean's comment? Because he basically put, my parents asked me if I'm trans.
Can you
and
block
I
Sean,
say,
host, please? Can you just block him or mute him?
Can I just read this though?
Oh, I'm just done it.
Savannah, you're buying into it though, sweetheart. You're
I
giving him
know,
your
but
energy.
it was just the comment he made about how all people that are, you know, like what you are before trans,
Yeah, but
apparently.
is that going to stop you having your breakfast this morning? Is that going to stop you
Well,
going out?
no, but I just wanted to let him know. I'm
Why?
trying to be nice and say
But
to him
don't let
that
him know.
maybe it is
Ignore
like
him.
this for
He's a
him.
nobody.
Plenty of people have tried to be nice to people like that.
Go on, let
and
me
they
give
have
you a piece
no
of advice,
interest.
you silly old drunk, and I'm going to go against what I just said, yeah? Do yourself a favour and naff off. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants to talk to you. You're an idiot.
The only thing I would say to that is, like, for anybody in the comments, this is not directed to Sean, when you find out what a trans person is, you know instantly. Like, for me, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I was like, fuck, that's me. Like, it's not a quick case of you question it, you're like, shit.
It's like all you girls in this chat know, right? You know, if you are what we are, for real, you know that I would not wish this on anybody. Do you think that if I didn't have to do the surgery and basically do the most scariest thing ever, worst operation that you could probably do for no reason, I'm not an idiot. Do you know what I mean? So people who are not us, they don't understand this kind of stuff. They just don't get it. But Savannah, I'm not having a pop at you, sweetheart. I'm just trying to say, for your own thing on TikTok, your own sanity and your own, you know, well-being, just literally ignore it, because what it does is it will drive them. Sean can't get in the box. Can you imagine? He's spinning around that room right now.
I understand that, but can I just say, obviously, the comment about how, like, when you know what Jennifer said, when you know what trans is, you know that's you. Like, even for myself, I had dysphoria for years and I couldn't pinpoint what the reason was. You know, like, it's very hard to explain about a fault that's going on in your head when, let's be real, it's not normalised as a topic to just talk about, you know, in my opinion. So I never really understood it. So in a way, I can understand people being a bit confused about who they are and their identity. So I can, you know, I am a bit supportive because I've noticed in experiences with Sean, he has been quite nasty and bitter towards me, and sometimes. Well, it probably is, but I think what doesn't help is obviously the faults within, you know. There is obviously some sort of jealousy there. So, I don't know, but I just, you know, as much as he's not...
Can I say something about him, Savannah? You're an absolute sweetheart and your heart seems very pure. It's nothing to do with jealousy. He just hates himself because he's going nowhere in life. He's completely, you know, messed up with the booze and whatever else he takes and da-da-da-da-da. And he thinks by dancing for 3 days on an alcohol, any attention is good attention. He's completely lost. He's not trans. He's got nothing to do with that, what we go through. He's just trying to latch on to the next thing that comes along to make him feel a part of. He doesn't know who he is whatsoever. So he drowns it with the booze. And unfortunately, it's going to end very badly for that one.
Can I ask a question?
Oh,
go on, Shelley.
I love Shelley, but she's got Oprah in the top box.
So, I'm really blunt, and I don't want to sound blunt or rude.
Do it.
Sorry, Natasha, is it? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you say that obviously you're fully done now?
Oh yeah, 36 years ago I did my surgery.
So obviously when I've been shot, I've had surgery on my chest and my airway because of what happened. My survival rate was 45 to, is it 55? The 45% anyway. What's the sort of survival rate for, like, obviously any surgeries?
That
like
surgery that I had?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had it done in 88. And do you know something? You know, when you see these debate lives and these hate lives and all these, they're normally Americans going, oh, just because you have to like jib in an open wound for the rest of your life. That's not true, ladies. God. It's not true. I stopped the dilation a year after my surgery. I don't have to do that to keep anything open. Once it's a year's gone by, it completely stays as it is. I haven't been intimate.
Regular sex. I'm just a year into mine. I'm just a year into my June last year.
Yeah,
I had mine done.
You won't have to do that soon if you do it properly. But to answer your question about the longevity. I'm 37 years down the road after that surgery. I've never had one complication with it. Mine's old school surgery. I've never had one complication. I've never had any problems with it. I'm very, very healthy inside and out and stuff like that. So my life expectancy is probably till my 80s, I should imagine, because I look after myself.
Can I just cut you off and just say one thing, though? One thing, like, for me, like, for myself as someone who's only been trans for a year, coming up 2 years, I find you really inspirational. And this was a question I was actually going to ask. I was going to ask, when did you transition? And I think the fact that you transitioned such a long time ago, it almost gives me hope, you know, because sometimes I doubt, will I ever make it and things like that, you know? So I find that really inspirational. So it's really nice to hear.
Right now, Savannah, when
no, honestly, it's really nice to hear. It really is, really is.
Well, I've been on hormones for 41 years, my love, since I was 16.
Miss DeVille, Natasha, obviously anybody who's looked into this kind of the surgeries that we've gone through, there's the knowledge that there are at this particular point in the world, there are 3 current options that you can have when you're going in for this type of surgery under the trans community. Back in the 80s, when you had yours,
one option.
I was just about to say, do we still have the same? Are there many comparables in difference-wise? Because I know that there's speculation and speech. I don't want to start anything, but there has been speculation and speech about the self-luby one.
Right. Okay. Well,
yes,
that's
coming up in the future. That's coming up in the future.
Do you know where that luby comes from?
Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah.
So why would any woman want to?
It's going to make it more difficult, in my opinion, to keep.
You know why they offer that? Because they want to try and make you feel more biological.
Yeah.
Well, I feel biological in my head since the day I tried to dismember myself from 14. I don't need to have a self-lubricating moo-moo to make me feel like a woman. I am a woman.
No,
that's
yeah.
why they offer it, because all you do is use a bit of KY, darling, or a little bit of Sensil. It's all.
So why wouldn't you want to
I'm not a
have
big
that one? I don't understand why you wouldn't
Because
want
the lubrication comes from Uranus.
Okay,
It's external. It's bodily fluids from the back passage.
But why wouldn't you want that? What's so bad about?
Why would you
having
want your woohoo to smell of poo poo?
It would cause a lot more. If you're prepared to put in the work, then maybe. And I'm not saying that it's lazy not to, but it would increase your risks of contamination in the early stages, of infection in the early stages,
blood poisoning.
Please bear in mind that when they build it, the wall between the back of your vajayjay and the line between your sphincter is thinner than that. So if anything breaks that, then everything from the back end comes forward.
So did you get that choice yourself, Abby, or no?
What do you mean? Did I get the choice with the self lubricating one?
Yes.
No, it's still in speculation, I believe, as to whether it should or shouldn't. I
I've
wasn't
heard
given that
people say
option,
that
but I
they
wouldn't have
can.
taken it had I been given that option.
Okay, and was that through NHS?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, okay. And how long did you wait, can I ask? If you don't mind me
So,
asking?
in all fairness, mine was close to 8 years, 8 to 10 years. I've been waiting since start of transition. I came out in 20. Well, sorry, that's a lie. I've been transitioning 8 to 10 years. I came out officially in 2019 and had my surgery in 2023. So
did it take 8 to 10 years on the NHS waiting list, or you mean?
No, it took from officially acknowledging going to the doctors and saying there's something wrong with me. Can you please help? And then referring me to the gender clinic. It would be about 8 to 10 years from there to full transition.
Was you on hormones before you started at the NHS gender clinic? Because that can obviously speed up your process, I believe.
Well, I don't know about that. I chose not to because I didn't want to delve into the unknown. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't want to
obviously you can go privately. Obviously I'm private, so I wondered. Obviously, yeah, that's all.
Can I ask you a quick favour, if you don't mind? There's somebody in the comments called Chrissy87. Oh, she's already blocked from my live. A vile little tifo, by the way. If you wouldn't mind doing me a little favour, just block the bitch.
Sorry, can I also say,
She's gross.
Deidre, you're one of Jennifer's followers, and Deidre, you actually support Jennifer, so why are you coming in this live doing up Buki Foundations, please?
Buki Foundation?
What are we talking about?
Do you know that Deidre that comes into your live, and she's normally really supportive?
Yeah.
But because you're not talking, she thinks that she can put her 5 pence in.
I've not seen a comment. Let me have a look.
Abby was talking about whatever surgery. Sorry, I was really clueless. I was having a drink whilst you were talking about whatever conversation.
Sorry, another question for Abby. How do you feel a year onwards? Because some people say that after that you still have dysphoria.
Right. Okay. So this is my opinion of those people that suffer with the dysphoria afterwards. Before I went into my surgery, this is why I believe that it is so crucial that mental health care, when acknowledging you are trans, is the most important aspect of the trans community and most important aspect of the trans health. Absolutely. Mental health care. I needed, and I'll admit, when I first came out, I was all about, I need big boobs and a great vagina, and that's the only way people are going to see me as a woman is by having long, beautiful hair, big boobs, and a gorgeous, brand new. And then, thanks to the mental help, I realised that whether I have any surgeries or not, people are going to treat me exactly the same. None of you lot and nobody in these comments knew I'd had the surgery before you all started speaking to me, but you all treat me with the same respect that you do now that you've had that knowledge. So the surgery is not for anybody else. It's for you. And if you've still got the dysphoria after that, then in my opinion, you did the surgery for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Can I make one valid point to Hungry Guy in the comments? Sav, do remember, you don't have to, and I said I don't read comment, but this is really important to our community. You don't have to have bottom surgery to be a trans woman. Hungry Guy, are you male or female?
See,
He's a male. Can I just finish this off?
Oh, they're on follow.
I'm a little bit old school with my thinking, and people, that's why some people don't like, Faye doesn't like me for this reason, allegedly, not because I think she's a racist, is because this whole thing now with self-identification and all this stuff where they come under a trans umbrella. I don't live under any umbrella unless it's raining, let me make that very clear. Okay? So I don't ever identify as transgender, because I'm not. I am medically known as T. And people say, oh, there's a mental illness. Yeah, I did have a mental illness. And I cured that mental illness by having my surgery. That's how I stopped my dysphoria. Because I've never had those thoughts about harming myself or doing anything to myself ever again since that day I woke up from the surgery. So I think it's very damaging that people who are not even in the community go around saying, oh, you don't have to have the surgery. Yeah, you don't have to have it if you don't want to, but that makes you different to the women and the men in my community that do have to have this life-changing surgery.
Can I just clarify though that
please don't go around saying things like that, Hungry Guy, unless you have absolute knowledge about it. You just heard that in boxes.
He's one of my viewers, and
I'm sure he is.
When I started obviously trying to train my voice, he put a comment basically saying that he prefers when I talk like that, which to me it really made me feel a bit like ill. I was like, I honestly think he's the kind of guy that views me as a male and wants me. It's almost like he's into that, you know. That's how I feel.
Sorry, Savannah, he doesn't even view you as a male. You're an object.
Yeah, you're nothing to him.
You're nothing to them. You're a manipulative object that can simply be, I like you like this, and if you're not like this, then I don't like you. Who the fuck are you to tell me what you can and can't like?
This is the thing what, gives me the ick about some trans women on this app where they do, they're going, speak on the normal voice, they do the deep voice.
No, I know you're not Hungry Guy. I know exactly what you're all about here. Don't worry.
It gives me the actual ick if someone speaks like normal, like I am now, and then drops into a really deep voice. It gives it. You know,
that is completely
on a regular basis.
You're saying that you like guys, so why are you in Savannah?
Can I just say that it is on her? Bailey, obviously, when you just quoted about it's an ick, for myself and for my own coping mechanisms, like, for example, if I go on an app and I start talking to people and they don't realise that I'm trans, I would do a deep voice because I'm scared of what the judgment's going to be. It's like a coping mechanism for me. I kind of do it as a joke to kind of wipe off my own insecurities. You know, I'm very obviously, I think there's a lot of issues that I need to work on, but yeah, I don't think that's a very nice comment to say. Obviously it gives you the ick because everybody copes differently with how they feel and their behaviour, and I'm not proud to put on a deep voice,
that's my opinion.
And I think this is always why me and you have never really got along, because both of our views are very, very different, which I respect, and it is what it is, but
you can still get along, ladies.
Okay, right, so I'm just gonna
Bye-bye.
Where's she gone?
Savannah, I want to say, like,
Did she get banana?
When I first, no, she said bye.
Oh,
she might be due to go live soon.
she doesn't want to
going live soon.
When I first ever did the man voice on live,
I don't think she did say bye.
She did. She waved. She waved.
Right, anyway, can I just make a quick valid point? I've just texted Genders, Bailey, Shell, Jem. We went from talking about getting absolutely nailed in weird places to now trans live. Can we ask how we got to this subject?
Because there's a lot of dolls here, babe, more than likely.
She got...
Mr. Bill's been blocked. Mr. Bill's been blocked.
Shut up.
It says in the comments, House of DeVille, I got blocked.
Did she get...
Is that her, though? Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, she's been bananaed.
Right, anyway, girls, I'm going to join now. The icons left. But it was nice talking to you all. There's no issues on my behalf with any of you. I don't batter and fault. But I wish you all the best. I hope that my name's obviously not mentioned because I just don't want it anymore. Like, I feel like I've learned.
I just think on my behalf, I think it was nice to have a conversation without, you know, arguing or having tones with one another.
Hey, Sav, I will say you are absolutely slaying in that fucking leopard print onesie. I seen you in that on that video. Big up, girl.
Oh, thank you. Well, I love you all. I love all the people in the comments that support me and are good people. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely... What day is it today? Sunday?
Sunday.
Gosh, I don't even know. I'm so nocturnal.
It's 20 to 8 on a Sunday morning. I'm wide awake.
Well, look after yourself, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 I don't know why she got banned.
I don't know. It didn't tell me. Just content.
Did she get banned or did she get blocked? Because the comments are saying she's been blocked.
How can she block?
Somebody's saying she's been blocked, but if she'd been blocked,
but when sorry, Abby, when Abby said that she'd been banned, there was a comment that said yeah, but now there's the comments that are saying she's been blocked. Why have you blocked her?
She's not blocked. I've just checked my block list.
Yeah.
She's not blocked.
Good.
She did.
Yeah, but none of your moderators can actually block anyone who's in a box unless it's you.
She was, and also she was blocked.
I think Ems can. I don't know what.
She was blocked.
It is dropping on a Sunday, Jay Lee. That'll not be till Friday for mine, but thanks for asking.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jay Lee. I pay my own wages.
Ems can block.
Is
but
this-
I would have blocked her. I would have blocked
Is
her.
that her backup?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's her backup. She's on a backup.
Oh. But she's not in the block list, so...
I don't know which one's her backup.
How
So there is
I've got
there is
her,
a
I've got
house
her.
of Deville
She's
and
here,
oh,
she's
there she
here.
is.
So, Jay, how are you?
I'm alright.
Hello, ladies and Jamie.
There she is.
So, no, I was banned for 7 days.
What was the
What
reason?
for?
Probably somebody like Hungry Guy was reporting me harassment and bullying. Can I just say something? And I'm going to go before I get banned on this. People like Hungry Guy, I know he's a gay man. I am so sick. This is a message to you, whoever you are. I'm so sick of you gay men thinking you can suggest what's good for us, what we should do, have surgery, not have surgery. Mind your own business and get on with your life and keep going out and doing what you do, because I don't tell you what you and shouldn't do in your life, do I? So stop
Bit
telling
controversial,
trans
but my body,
women
my choice.
what we should do in our life. It's none of your business. Go and troll somebody else and behave yourselves, because that's all you do. You've got no life of your own. So stop yourselves. You're a bunch of bloody morons. That's what you are. Stop telling us what we should and shouldn't do with our own bodies, and stop telling us that we don't have to transition to do it. You've no idea how we feel. Can you stop being gay, Hungry Guy? No, you cannot. Go suck it. Anyway, ladies and Jamie, it's been absolutely beautiful. I need to go and do my live now this morning on my little buck up.
It was nice talking to you finally.
Honestly, I feel like I've met royalty today. I'm just lucky. Thank you, Abby, for this privilege, and thank you, Mr. Villa. Lovely to see you. You're a
Ladies
legend.
and Jamie.
Anyway, while this
What about me? The ladies and Jamie.
I said ladies and Jamie.
Oh, guys, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, sorry for fucking up on this app.
Bye, ladies and Jamie. Bye.
Like,
thanks for having me.
I've said like really horrible things, and I should never have done that. And hearing a lot of things just now, I regret fucking massively.
Yeah, you see how majority of us took you back, February. You see how a lot of us have took you back. Sorry, Abby, 1 second. Before Abby speaks, can everyone just follow Abby? Make sure you follow her and send her a daily heart me if you can, please.
Right, okay, Abby, who was in the box, I didn't do it out of malicious intent. Fucking dogs, I'm actually gonna, never mind. I didn't do it out of malicious intent when I dropped you, you got flagged for harassment and bullying. Jamie, I mean, while there's 258 of you, if you want to apologise to everyone, go for it, babe.
No, that's the thing. Jamie, you don't... Yes, in a sense, you do need to apologise. However, you don't. You're young, you're still learning. You're still learning about yourself. You're still learning your way around life. You're still trying to... Like, do you know what I mean? You don't have
that,
anything...
like, from my point of view of everything, like, I should never have said the things that I've said, done the things I've done online.
Hey, listen, trust me, I'm a cunt. I say things without thinking. And I'll put my hand up and I will admit I've said some of the same words that you have said. and I've said them to people's faces the same way that you have, right? And I'll put my hand up, I'll say that. Jennifer is one of my best friends. Now, I've never said it to her, but them words have come out of my mouth. It's not a fact of saying it and being then, I don't know, big-headed and carrying on doing it. You say it as a protective, as a defence. Do you know what I mean? So when you're upset, when you're angry, when someone's annoyed you, you say whatever rolls off your tongue. I do the exact same. I've said things to people that I don't. I used to do it to my mum. I used to call my mum a plastic bitch. I used to call her a dirty Barbie. My mum was full of filler. My mum, honestly, bless her soul, God rest her. God rest in peace. God rest in peace, my mother. I said everything to her about her appearance because of how much filler she had in her. And it's basically just the same. You say whatever you feel because that's how you're feeling. That's how angry you are. You don't need to apologise for your mistakes. You just need to carry on trying to build yourself as a person and trying to be a better person than what you originally were. Does that make sense?
You're back on your main account.
Sorry, I'm just going to say, ladies and Jamie, I've just appealed it, got it straight back. So I'm going to stay in the comments and block all the haters that are in here from my account. People like Hungry Guy. And I just want to say to you, Hungry Guy, I've never met you in my life, but, you know, I'm just sick of gay men trying to tell us what to do. So please stop, okay? Ladies and Jamie, love you all. Thank you for having me, and I'd like to come back soon.
Bye, love you. Have a nice...
Obviously say it's fun.
Be nice to each other, please.
I will.
I was going to say have a nice evening, but it's 7:45.
Shelley was saying, just to reiterate what Shelley was saying, Jamie, I don't think you need to apologise anymore. I think you've done it profusely. I think pretty much everyone has accepted your apology. The only different thing I said towards like Shelley is saying is I feel like you did it in a way of out of anger. Like I've told you already, you spoke out of anger. You let anger control what came out of your mouth, and it became like a point scoring match. And like I said to you multiple times, and you know, you've heard me say this before. The moment you do that, you lose the argument like that.
Yeah.
The moment you get
I remember like you saying that to me, and like obviously Bailey as well. Like with us, I'm genuinely sorry for how I've treated you in the past, and I feel like I should never have fucked up the way I did.
I mean, I just think that obviously the apology that you gave me in Bonnie's live, I do believe it was a bullshit apology because you were asking to go off camera, you were smirking, you know, I didn't see that as an actual apology. You're on camera now apologising, not smirking, not wanting to turn your camera off. I view this as an actual heartfelt, real apology. So yes, I do accept your apology.
Jamie, can I ask you a question? You don't have to answer. Tell me to shut up. I don't mind. You know, so do you know when you've said some of the stuff that you've said on live whilst you've been angry or upset? Maybe not whilst you're on live and after you've said it, because obviously you'll still be riled up. But you know, once you've come off live and you've settled down to go carry on with your day, how does it actually make you feel after you've said some of the stuff that you've said on live?
So sometimes it will take like, if I'm talking, if I come on and start talking and start ranting to someone and getting everything off my chest, it will take an hour, like maybe 10-20 minutes for me to calm down. But if I went like really ham on someone, as I have done in my lives, it will take about 3-4 hours for me to calm down. And as soon as I calm down, I realise quickly, like, shit, I fucked up big time. Like what I did with Sad or with Kai, I did fuck up real bad with those. I've also fucked up real bad with Bailey and Dolly and Leah. I fucked up.
Cars. Sorry, I adore Mama
Cars.
I actually adore.
Like I have fucked.
I love Cars.
So like, to be
That's being a screenshot. I'm sorry, you've all just got a bad mug shot because I had to screenshot the mama because that's when I noticed.
Right, can you do it again just so we're all looking alright?
Thank you.
Right, have you done it?
Yeah.
Delete the original.
Yeah, I will.
So obviously, like I have fucked up like big fucking time, and I just want to make everything right because, you know.
So even though it's not a public apology, you go in and rant into someone, or you go in and like obviously rethinking your actions, even though it's not a public apology, that is still your way of apologising to yourself for what you've done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like sometimes if I do go like ham on someone, I do like feel really shit about myself.
Like I've said, I'm the biggest cunt you'll ever meet. Like, I say it how it is, and if I don't like someone or if I don't like something, I will say whatever I want just to protect my own peace.
Yeah.
And I think with you, I know you, but obviously I don't know you. Do you know what I mean? I see you on the internet, and I think behind the kind of person that you act on the internet, because of everything that obviously you go through on the internet, I genuinely do think you're really decent. Like, I like sitting in the box with you now and actually having a conversation with you about how you feel and what, like, obviously what live does to you. I think
it's gifted me. Big up, girl. Sorry.
I think if you was the same Jamie you're being now in your lives, and you was doing something along the lines of, obviously, you was trying to help people, obviously, who have said bad stuff, you'd go really far. You'd be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to be fair, I think that's why I've not liked you, Jamie. Like, I really haven't liked you because I don't like the persona you put on TikTok. I think the persona you put on TikTok is fake as fuck and I don't like it. I feel like sometimes you're a beg. I feel like sometimes all you want is the gifts. And I'm just saying that persona of you, I really hate. I hate it. I just really want to punch you straight in the face because you fake.
Abby, on the TikTok shop.
Sorry.
So, like, a lot of people have seen, like, both sides to me, like, Bailey ads. Because I used to call Bailey on a fucking daily on the TikTok chart and everything like that. And the way I've presented myself on my live is not the way that I was. It's not the way that I wanted.
It's not the way Jamie is on the phone. How I've described it to people and on live is, and I will say it to you, Jamie, now that I have you, you are a very calculated person. You are very calculated. You know every move you're going to do before you do it. And this is why some people don't like you, because the clock on that you calculated person. Me, I can deal with you because I've knew you for, coming up a year and a bit.
It'll be a year on my birthday.
Yeah. So, I can deal with that, but some people can't. And I feel I have the need to tell you because obviously we were so close and you will sit there and listen to me, but what I am telling you now, from this point on, you need to stop all this bullshit because it's never gonna take you far. You want a career on TikTok. If you continue the way you're being, that career won't be anything. You'll be viewed as an absolute joke. You'll be viewed as this GAY transphobe who does everything to views, and that's not the way you want to be viewed. You want to be viewed as this energetic, this sassy, this icon of a person. So I feel now, stop with all the petty bullshit, stop with all the petty drama. You don't need it. We don't, as viewers, we don't need it. As viewers, we might like to see it. We love seeing the drama. Am I wrong?
No.
We adore seeing the drama. We adore seeing the drama.
Yeah.
However, it does get a bit.
And I'm not gonna lie, like what I've said to Harry and Kai, which nobody knows about, is like,
shut up! I'm not telling you to shut up. I've got
Not
3
you,
dogs in the
Jamie.
bedroom.
not you was gonna say.
No, I've got 3 dogs in the bedroom. They're absolutely being cunts, so carry on.
So, like, what I've told Harry and Kai is, like, I personally think, this is me being honest, I personally think TikTok, the numbers in my lives and TikTok has got to my head a bit.
It has.
And I am going to sit here, put my hands up and say, it genuinely has.
Jamie, can I ask you a serious question?
Hang on, 1 second. Dolly, send that to me. Fuck Dolly.
Oh no, Dolly. That's a Dolly.
I know Dolly's lovely.
Bitch, what are you talking about? You get 30% of this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're so chilling.
You get 30% of every single gift sent.
In fact, fuck it. Send a galaxy to each of them and then someone to me.
Dolly, thank you so much. I just think, Jamie, as soon as you're live and you see them viewers, going up. You're like, how can I keep these viewers? How do I keep them interacting with me?
But they're not following you.
I like you with someone.
They're not tapping your screen. They're not following you. They're not supporting you. They're there for the drama. And as soon as that drama ends, they are gone. Your views are back down to what.
I'm just going to make it clear that none of us are like coming at you, Jamie.
No, not in the slightest.
No, 100%. And I agree with what Abby said. Sometimes I want to strangle myself on the TikTok shop.
I feel like at the minute I've taken over, like, I feel like I'm talking to you as if you're like my little brother. I don't have siblings, but I'll tell you now, honestly, if you've got a dream job and if you want to pursue that dream job, be careful who you are on the internet.
I've said to Jamie multiple times, I've said to him, I genuinely feel like his mother, because I do want the best for him. And I do want to like push him onto a path where he can live the happiest life and where he can make the most money out of what he's doing. I genuinely feel that way. I mean, I have shouted at you a few times.
Yeah, but it's out of love.
Every single time he's been on live with someone, even if I'm out, as soon as that notification pops up and I view it and he's live with someone that he should not be live with, Jamie, get that off that live now.
But it's like right now, I've got 2.2k likes, I've got 198 people in there. Do you think they're away from me or do you think they're away from you, Jamie?
Everyone tap the fuck out of Abby's box. 10k likes or we're all not going to speak again. All of us are going to stay fucking quiet. I'm sorry. We're all going to stay quiet. 10k fucking likes, otherwise we're all staying quiet.
And the sound of silence.
Right, my ADHD is kicking in. Sorry, guys.
No, Shelley, try, babe, try. You can go faster than that guy.
Will I put
I've been flagged, I'm gonna restart. Wait, no. In fact, fuck it, I can't be arsed.
Oh, sorry.
And there we go.
Surprisingly, I stayed silent.
I know, yeah.
That was so difficult, I'm not going to lie.
Everyone give her a follow and send a heart me if you can. And babe, thank you for the Galaxy Sweetheart.
Abby, I do suggest...
Has anyone heard of Blue Sky?
No.
Abby, I do suggest you restart.
Is everyone going to come back?
What have you been flagged for?
I've been flagged for harassment and bullying.
Restart.
Yeah.
Restart.
Is everyone going to come back though?
Everyone follow her, come back. Everyone follow and come back.